Hey there, welcome to LinkAngler. Just a quick CTA before the video starts. If you would like to access this tool, I am providing a free 30-day trial for anyone that would like to give it a go. You can use the link in the comments to request access, and then I'll give you a 30-day free trial. Otherwise, of course, you just go for the standard payment subscription things, and then it is only $16 a month thereafter. You can obviously cancel whenever you want. Any feedback, of course, is highly appreciated. Thank you very much, and on to the video. Hey everyone, so I have quite an exciting update for the LinkAngler LinkedIn Everything system. And that is, essentially it's Loom for LinkedIn. And I mainly designed this because I found LinkedIn messaging has become relatively stale, no matter how many personalized messages or voice recordings you do. It's become so congested due to maybe tools like myself being readily available on the market, my end system readily available on the market. It means that it's essentially flooded now. And so it's very difficult to differentiate yourself out there. So I decided, I was like, it's time to start sending video messages to people and personalized video messages to people. And obviously the main system for this is people that have previously used Loom. If you haven't in the past, it's essentially a video screen recording system, but it does have a fairly tight limitation on the amount of videos you can have. I think it's 20 videos. And obviously the paid one are 20 quid a month, so quite expensive for what it actually provides. Well, here in this system, what I've done is essentially there aren't a limit on the amount of videos that you can create for yourself, but they do have a 30-day limitation. And this is because if you're sending out videos, like 10 videos, let's say, personalized videos every single day to prospects or even more, if they haven't watched it within 30 days, there is no reason for it to exist. You can, of course, download it yourself on this system. So you can see here, you got webcam, screen recording, screen webcam. And what will happen is it opens up a standard recording screen, and then it will upload it if I want to, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then if I click onto here, then it will generate a landing page for that to go to. And on that landing page, you can see how it loads. We've got a book a call link, so then you can link it to your calendar and then they can book in a phone call with you. So pretty straightforward, pretty systematic. You can, of course, do a screen share, just recording your screen if you want to. You can do a screen recording with your webcam, so both are readily available. And as mentioned, of course, you can download the video here if you want to as well. Everything gets compressed, so it barely takes up any space, which means that I'm allowed to do this and run this very cost effectively for people who want to use this system. And you can, of course, copy this. And then let's say, imagine you've got a lead list. So I, for example, have this list here. And I've got a load of people that I've just connected, and I've decided to stop the messaging going out for now, just to test this. And I'm going to be sending all of these people personalized messages, probably the ones who've replied as well. I'm going to go back through every single person who has replied and see if I should send them a personalized message too, because that's probably worthwhile looking into, because they're potentially hotter or more likely to engaged leads. So I've got a lot to go through there, which is nice to test this out and experiment with. And so this is on this recording tab here. Now, obviously this involves quite a lot of manual work, but if it leads to business, then if you get good at sending these messages, like 1 minute each, you could probably have them done within a very short amount of time. You could probably 1 hour, you could get all of these 10 video messages done, and it'd be easy. And this is if you're manually copy and pasting, but you can, of course, do this through campaigns as well. And in campaigns, you can see I've got one here, and I just did an experiment. I've got here video link option. And so when you enroll leads into this, and I would suggest enrolling leads that are already connected with you, or if you're going to get them connected with you, it'll send them to this only if they're connected, essentially. you'll then get a record videos link. So here you can see, so at the moment it's showing all the recordings have been complete. If I go back to the campaigns and I go to this one here, for example, and let's just pause it. This one also, I've just kept it just to the connection message for now, just let's say building them up so I can test this feature out fully. Let's edit the details and let's add in a step. So here I can add a personal video. All right, save steps. There we go. So once I've added that in and click save on here as well, it'll then have a record video section will come up. So just quickly interjecting this here, as you can see now wearing something different. I have since updated this to when you click the record videos button to only include the people that have connected with you. So it doesn't bring up a list of, you'll see when it goes back to the previous recording, it had 455, but yeah, this now only has the 30 in here. So the 30 people that have actually connected with me, and then it will take me through them all, and you can click on their profile and then directly make a personalized video for them should you wish, and it'll just set, and then it will send them out automatically. Anyway, just wanted to quickly put that in there so that it was seen that it was updated and a little bit more user friendly. Otherwise, back to yesterday's recording. Essentially, it just makes it easy for you to then go through, and then it will automatically send them out at a schedule that you want. So you don't have to, let's say, wait till the time of day where you want them to receive the video note. You can just do it when you want. So let's say you wake up in the morning and you want them to get their video message in the afternoon. You can get that all scheduled in here. So really straightforward, and it will automatically apply them. But let's say you don't even want to, do that. Let's imagine that all you want to do is you just want to have one video that you've pre-recorded, and you just want that sent out to everyone, and just the name changing. That can be done, of course, as well. So if I go back here and click onto the campaign, you'll be able to see that it has personal video, of course, but it's also got video message. And what this does is it takes a template. So here you can see I've got testing 10 in there. And what it's going to do is just change out the name and then use lip syncing technology to change just the first name, and then also using the ElevenLabs feature from the voice notes to then recreate your voice and say a different name over the message. So this could be fully automated and you wouldn't have to be sending messages. Obviously you couldn't personalize this that much, so whether or not this would work is dependent. There are a few other tools that do this right now, but I believe they charge, I don't know, hundreds a month. Probably because of the way they've set it up. And this leads to a vast differentiation, because this is obviously an optional tool. You don't have to use the video messaging aspect on here. And the way it works, similar to ElevenLabs, where you've got the voice connection for there, I've set this up with Fal AI, which is a lip syncing technology company. And so similar to how you would get your API key for ElevenLabs, you would also get your API key for Fal AI. Really easy to do, to be honest. I'll do a how-to video on that eventually as well. But it's just follow some links and it'll get set up. And then I've got all the basic models on here, plus an expressive one using the cheap one. You can test them out. And I have in the settings options, I have the ability that you can click preview and it will generate a preview for you. How just the first bit was, hey, first name. I think it does Steve every single time. You can do a full test, and you can actually do a full AI redub. And the reason I implemented the full AI redub was that I found if it just did the first name, a lot of the time, especially on shorter videos, it was almost too obvious, and you could very much tell that bit had been changed by AI. Like, it was really obvious, or to me anyway, it felt really obvious. So I felt a better solution to that would be having the entire video redubbed with AI, so that potentially it would look less but maybe it would end up looking more, who knows. You can, of course, click on here and you can view the video yourself as well. So, you can see that there. And you can see it. So actually, let's have a look here and see what it's done differently with my lips. So let's just mute that. So you can see how my lips move there. All right, and then let's see how it's done. So you can see it doesn't look quite as expressive as me. Let's just do that again. But it is moving in some regards. And of course, as mentioned, you can change these out should you wish. If you wanted to test out the expressive model, you can test out the expressive model. So I can just click preview again and it will redo it. Obviously, cost-wise, you can see here the costs. So if you're just changing out like 1 or 2 seconds, then it's not going to cost much at all. Maybe if you did 10 videos every single day, let's say 2 seconds per whatever, that's 20 seconds. So 30 videos would cost this basically, if it's doing that all the time, around about that. So maybe $3 a day if you're doing 30 videos a day, which would be a lot. If you're doing 10, then it's going to be about $1 a day, maybe less. Again, though, not a cheap feature to use. But if it gets you business, then worth the cost, of course. The AI Redub, what this does to reduce costs, so that one maybe is a bit better. It's funny how the eyebrows are moving. Are my eyebrows moving like that in this one? Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. So maybe that one works too. You can test them out. You can obviously, the voice it uses is the voice from the ElevenLabs. So it's using that clone and syncing it in with Fal AI. And then, yeah, with the AI Redub, this will redub the entire thing once. So if I just click onto it, it will transcribe the video for you. You can then change this should you wish. So you can like remove the ers and do whatever you want. And then you can generate the AI voice video. Now, thankfully, this is only a 15-second whatever video. It's not going to cost me a lot. If I go to my Fal AI, you can see here, this is the website itself. I did some testing last week. I just put on $10 just to see what would happen. And I'll just change this to the last 30 days. Here we go. So yeah, you can see that on that day, that was when I did the majority of testing and I had quite a bit. And then, yeah, since then, not much. Today, you can see so far 20p has been used from these little tests that have been done. So yeah, with the AI Redub, what it will do is it will redub the entire thing once. And then once it's been done once, it will then just do the first name part thereafter. So the initial cost for fully redubbing your voice will be whatever the cost is there. You can figure that out for yourself. 70p, depending on the quality. Maybe you want to use the pro one just once, just to get the best one. So like the $5 per minute one. And then once you've done that, just switch to the expressive model, just so it uses it just for the name. But again, of course, that's entirely up to you. This is how I'm giving, let's say, power to yourself. You have unlimited access to utilize this feature in whatever way you want. You have the ability to spend as little or as much as you choose. Ultimately, I'm just giving you the ability to take advantage of it. And once the AI Redub is complete, you get a quick message, and then you can see that it is now created another one. I already did another one as well earlier as well. And so then let's just quickly look at the original. So you can see how my mouth and lips are moving there and what I'm doing. And then we've got this version. So we can see now how this looks. Looks pretty good. Seems to have done well. Seems to be pretty realistic. That looks pretty good. I would say the voice is not quite the same as mine, but I'd say the expressions and the lip syncing is doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. And essentially this will now, if I was selected this in a campaign, it would automatically add them to campaigns. So if I go back to the campaigns and I go to, let's just look at let's go to this one. Let's pause it for a second. If I go and add a step, there we are, video message. I can then select the template. So then I could select the full redub, and then all it will do is it will just change out the name every single time. So this would basically allow for automated video messaging to happen endlessly. Now, whether or not that is a successful way to message people and get them to react to you is we'll have to find out. Whether the personal method is better or whether you just do the first bit of the message. I'm going to be running a test where I'll be doing, let's say, 10 via this method. I was just changing the name, 10 where I do the full redub, and then 10 myself, where I do a personal message. And I will be doing 10 of each per week, maybe more. I'll probably do more of these ones because they'll be easier for me to do because they're just automated. But the personal note ones, obviously it's going to take some time. Maybe I'll get really good at them. Aim is to at least get 10 done. And then over the month, that should be enough to work out which one has had a greater benefit. I'm hoping the personal video one will have the highest benefit. It should do. That said, if the AI redub one or the testing one, if these can have a similar benefit, just obviously a greater volume, but they result in similar amounts of business, then I would consider it a win-win, no matter which option you go for. Anyway, that is personalized videos using lip syncing technology. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments. I'm going to try and get access to this for everyone as soon as possible. All the information is actually already available in the documentation. You can look up video messaging documentation there, and it shows you how you go about setting it up. I've got a full thing for it as well, on what it's using and how it runs. You're welcome to take a look into that as well. But as mentioned, yeah, this is quite an exciting update, which I'm looking forward to giving access to everyone. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Hey there, thank you for watching this video. As mentioned, you can get a 30-day trial to this tool should you wish. You just need to click the request access link below, and then I'll get you set up. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me directly. I'm more than happy to help you sell as much and easy as possible on LinkedIn. Otherwise, yeah, I wish you a wonderful day.